Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? Hello, hello. Welcome in. So, today we're doing a watch along of one of my favorite, God, I hate to say this at this point, but one of my favorite older martial arts movies. It's a really fun action movie from 2001, and as you'll see, I've pinned a message in chat so that you can get the link and watch the movie directly on YouTube with me. Yeah, it's been a couple of days. I missed you guys. Listen, 2001 is old comparatively. That's 24 years old. For a movie, that's old enough to get like one reboot and a remake at this point. One of those of which might get a sequel or spin-off. I don't like facing that truth. So I'm gonna go ahead and just say that wasn't that long ago. It says not available in your... What the frig, YouTube? Let me see real quick. Okay. Oh, it's a region thing. Oh, jeez. Okay. Let me see what other avenues there are real quick, and I will point my non-American friends that way as best I can. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, so I tried to look around, and for those of you who can't access it on YouTube, I did find it. I did find a Netflix listing and an Apple TV listing. Um, so it's not the best if you don't already have those services, but we try to promote the official release and stuff here. So you know, uh, if you can find it there, or wherever you find it, um, that works in your region, then definitely go ahead and feel free and pull up the movie. I'll give everyone a few minutes to find the movie and have it ready. Get your snacks, your popcorn, get your water, because I know it's, at least over here, it's really hot today. So hello, hello. Everyone joining us, hello. Good to see you. So, how this is gonna work is, as you can see, obviously we'll be sitting next to each other for the duration of the movie, and I have a timer, which hopefully will work better than the last watch along we did. And I'll make a little bit of commentary during the movie, but I'll try to keep it a little bit sparse so that I'm not interrupting too much the flow of the movie. Um, but what I will do is after the credits, I will do a little bit of a trivia section where I will um, share some fun facts about the movie or just kind of ramble a little bit. So that'll be, I'll try to keep my yap session, as it were, to after the movie, with a little bit of commentary in the middle, so it's not, so this video is not just me silently looking at the screen. But yeah, I do love movie trivia a lot. I'm the type that will go to like the IMDb trivia page or TV tropes and just like read up about a little like behind the scenes stuff. And back when physical media ruled the world, I would watch all the bonus features, the featurettes, all that stuff. Yeah, it's that's the kind of person I am. Okay, is everybody ready, or at least like about ready? I'm gonna get started in a couple more minutes. Um, but yeah, it's I'm really excited for this one because I haven't seen this movie in several years, and it was one of my first movies that dealt with the concept that this movie will show you, and it's basically been like a core part of who I am ever since then. Okay, so I'm gonna count us down. Three, two, one, go, and then we'll start the movie. I'll hit the stopwatch, and then yeah. All right, so everybody ready? Three, two, one, go. Title drop. Gotta love a good suit up sequence. Well, I mean, unless it's cops. I like how they establish it's an alternate universe by having President Gore in there. Now, if you were like me, this was your introduction to this song. God, I love a sequence where the guy's moving much faster than everyone else. God, you can feel the filmed in Los Angeles written all over this. Look, it's a very young Jason Statham. It's kind of wrong to see Jason Statham with hair. It's kind of crazy how often that like Jet Li and Jason Statham would collaborate over the years, though. Not the pupper. See, this first introduced me to the concept of multiverses and immediately terrified me of the concept. I did not want to travel if it involved that. Like, realistically, I get that teleportation in your own universe, let alone hopping across multiple, would require something that gruesome, but no thank you. Did this movie predict John Wick? I'm sorry, the procedure involved getting a car and running him over? Why are so many universes named after gods? Actually, mathematically, they figured out a curve. That's the actual shortest. Oh, yes, I love those movies. Unleashed is legitimately one of my favorite movies of all time. I kind of like that this movie implies there's a hard cap on how many universes there's another you. I mean, in this case, it seems to imply there's a total of 125 of this guy. Oh, absolutely. But those universes wouldn't have a copy of him to go after, which really raises a lot of questions. Okay, I guess if you're gonna put a prison colony on any of these universes, it would be the Hades one, right? That makes sense. Might as well just call it the Tartarus colony instead of Stygian. Close enough. See, depending on my mood that day, I agree with him. I love how much new metal there is in this. Oh, absolutely. I think up until like 2005, new metal pretty much ruled the radio and like album charts. Smart ass. Boo. Bush, universal healthcare. I think we're still in an alternate universe. Just that weird feeling of deja vu. I love that he legitimately did the vent thing twice. Is that my face? He's going OJ? I never caught that before. I love when martial arts philosophies are shown on screen. His circular movements versus Yulaw's straightforward ones. Well, you're not gonna believe this, but he looks like me. Girl. You could have just said no. I love an important jewelry. Why does that look like Shinnok's amulet? Jeez, lady, the man's been shot. Have a little bit of understanding. Look, I'm just saying, if killing 123 of yourselves allows you to parry bullets, I kind of get it. I love when they do like environment hop kicks. Unfortunate timing. The more straight version of Jackie Chan's I Don't Want Any Trouble. But you can tell, like, he's disabling and disarming them, but he's not hurting them, at least as much as he can. That's the first place they're gonna look. Yautja rules, I got it. Wow. Forgot how common that was. I love how easy hot wiring is in movies. Oh, hey, that's Union Station. That's Los Angeles's like center hub of like bus and train transit. There's the mural right there. It's changed since then, I think, but Oh, casual 2000s homophobia. We already had the transphobia a few scenes back. Banking it all, the possible destruction of every universe, on becoming a god with just one more kill. Again, I kind of get it. Then again, I suppose there is a reason why I'm a parolee. Yeah, and in some timelines, he's a rock. The one walked so that everything everywhere can, like, do whatever the hell that was. Oh shit. See, that second guy might live. That first one is no hope. Or that third one. See, this is that shit that Kiryu does in Yakuza all the damn time. Your average Japanese street thug is way stronger than LA's finest. I mean, it makes sense, but... Oh, kitty. Not on the Dove trademark soap. There's the stock effect again. shit. Which one is which? Damn. Oh, well, thank you for stopping by. We'll see you next time. That scene always hit me a certain way when I was a kid. It's movies like this that like sort of prepped me, where it's like if I ever get some sort of Faustian deal offered to me to bring somebody from another universe who looks exactly like someone I love that I lose, don't take the deal. Just shoot the guy. Must be a hell of an explosion. Kind of reminds me of one of like Samus's super bombs. Ooh, boy. If you've seen The Terminator, that feels familiar. Can you tell The Matrix had been popular at this point? I've always wanted to fight in a big abandoned industrial area. Oh, the wedding ring tan line. Yeah, gotta love a good shower of sparks. Thanks for the assist, Funch. Oh shit. Oh, wait a tick. Guy who's been wormhole traveling enough times to be able to recover quickly enough. It's him! Guy who's never been multi-dimensional traveling before. Where am I? Damn, traveling the two universes in the span of like a minute. That cannot have been easy on him. He'll be watched over, says guy who absolutely does not care. I know they're still cops functionally, but I'd like to be a multiversal agent. Maybe. Oh my god, remember when banana cars were the rage? No, most of you probably don't. Wormholes don't just do space. And once again, if you're like me, this movie was your introduction to this song. If I ever have to go to hell, this is the kind of hell I need to be in. Of course, my heaven would be also this, but I get to choose the set list. Hell is that with Baby Shark? On the cross, you look at me. So yeah, that was 2001's The One starring Jet Li. One of my all-time favorite movies because it introduced me to the whole multiverse concept. And also like there's a universe out there where there's a you that's actively like a bad agent who's going after other yous. And to me, that excites the hell out of me because, like, if that's true, that answers so many things at once for me. And, like, just the thought that that could possibly be true makes me really, really hope that a sort of plot like this happens to me. Because, oh my god, the ultimate mirror match. And besides, if another me is out there trying to kill the other me's and comes to fight me, then I can essentially just get all the work done by just waiting for you know that other me to come over here and then kill them and take all that accumulated power for myself. The fool will have done all the work for me. Well, one of us has to take initiative. God, could you imagine like the fucking lesbian sheep paradox, but it's for like killing your other selves? Okay, look, listen. All I want is for multiversal travel and like multiversal contact to be real. We can work out the whole like consolidating power thing later. All I want is for another universe version of myself to make contact with me just so I know it's real. We don't have to fight. We can do some other things. Just, you know, hit a girl up. Yeah, we could like. Listen, no answer I give is as satisfying as your own imaginations. So, um, use your imagination. Okay, so this is the part where I start doing a little bit of trivia reading. I am currently on the IMDb trivia page. I may not read every single entry in here, but I'll share some of the ones that I find the most like interesting or, the most supplementary, like if there's something that fills in gaps or whatever. But if I read every trivia entry, like if I do that for every movie that we watch, these VODs will probably end up being like twice the length. So let's not do that. So the first entry is that the scenes that involve Jet Li fighting himself are shot using Jet Li and a stuntman with a very similar body build to his. The stuntman's face was painted green so that they could digitally insert Lee's face over the stuntman in post editing, which I think is really creative, especially for like 2001 when we don't have like the digital altering kind of technology to sort of erase someone's face and put someone else's over it. So we literally just green screened someone's face. Um, the two fighting styles showcased by Yulaw and Gabe are Xin Yi Chuan, which I may have mispronounced because Chinese is not a language I actually know. As you can see, it's the very straightforward, aggressive style, whereas Gabe uses the Baguazhang, or the 8 trigram fist. It's usually used with like the circular movements, open hands rather than fists. And then those are two of the three what they call internal styles of Chinese Kung Fu. The third one being the well known Tai Chi Chuan or Tai Chi. That's what they do with those Eddie Murphy movies. Oh, yeah, yeah, like Nutty Professor and all that. Here's an interesting one. The University Medical Center where Gabe goes to get his MRI taken is the North Hollywood Medical Center, which is the same place that they filmed the sitcom show Scrubs in. During the shootout at the beginning of the movie, the LAPD in the Anubis universe are armed with M4A1 carbine assault rifles, which are fitted with the M26 modular accessory shotgun system. At the time of filming, the M26 was an experimental shotgun developed for the United States Army, and it was not yet available to the public. The M26s used in the film are prototypes loaned to the production under a promotional agreement, which were then returned to the company upon we call it finishing filming. Which, of course, it's a real gun, and worse that it's a prototype. The things I could say about the constant arms development in the US, but there's only so much I can say before um when TK, the wife, is introduced getting ready to head out to see if Gabe is all right, the television sounds and stuff are playing snippets from Final Destination, which released in the year 2000, 1 year before this movie, and was a production that was one of James Wan, the director's um, earlier works. In the scene where Yu Law is driving when Rodecker intercepts him, the fourth song he changes to the radio is "Sinner" by Drowning Pool. However, in the Asian market release of the film, it was replaced by "Forgotten" by Linkin Park. Not sure why that is, but that's what's said here. Dwayne Johnson was once attached to this film and set to star in it, and it was known back then as The Rock Movie. When he left to instead work on The Mummy Returns, it was listed for a short while as an untitled sci fi project, and when Jet Li was attached to star, it became known as The One. So um, this one might be less known to my non-American friends, but in the beginning of the movie, when Law is running, you can hear someone shout after him, He's going OJ." Um, Obviously, I don't think that it needs any actual introduction. But for those who don't know, because obviously America is not the center of the world, so you're not expected to know everything that happens in our history. But the name OJ is specifically invoking OJ Simpson, who famously committed two murders and then started running from the cops. So they use that as a shorthand to say that he's running, notably after killing somebody. um, what do you call it? Let's see. Okay. Each of the universes that are listed alongside Yulaw's charges is named after a star or a constellation, in keeping with the idea that a new universe is formed when a star collapses. For example, Monoceros, Tucana, Canopus, Serpens, Shaula. The one exception is Lawless's universe. His, along with all the other universes that are shown in the film, are named after mythological gods instead. Lawless is from the Anubis universe, uh, after the Egyptian god of mummification in the afterlife. Gabe is from the Charis universe, from the Greek goddess of charm and beauty. The penal colony is the Hades universe, named after the god of the underworld. The colony itself is the Stygian penal colony, Stygian referring to the river Styx, which is associated with the underworld in the Greek mythology. Interestingly enough, they only ever count the 123 alternate universe selves that Yulaw has murdered as part of his charges, as well as the 123 unauthorized multiversal travel, despite the fact that in the one or two universes we see him travel through on screen, he also kills countless collateral victims and innocents. So the multiversal agency is not a very good law enforcement system, are they? Hello, hello, Mokogo. Just got here at the end of the trivia section where I read some of the trivia for the movie. I'm gonna go ahead and check the TV tropes page for this movie, see if I can find anything else, and that'll probably do it. Trivia? The only thing I could find is under the what could have been listing, where as well as The Rock, once being a star considered for this movie, Jackie Chan was also considered, but he turned it down due to his rule of never playing a bad guy on screen. Fortunately, Jet Li is not a coward. I'm glad we got Jet Li instead of The Rock, because aside the novelty factor of like two Dwayne Johnsons giving each other the eyebrow, yeah, I don't really see the appeal there. So yeah, that was that was 2001's The One, and I had a really good time watching that with you guys. Um, I definitely want to watch more martial arts movies with you guys. There's so much I want to watch. I don't even know where to start. I have, like, even if I narrow it down to just martial arts movies, there's so much good stuff. And, I wonder, I don't think there's a lot of YouTubers out there who do, like, martial arts content. So maybe, perhaps, I'll think about it. But like, there's Donnie Yen, there's Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Stephen Chow. There's so many other like good martial arts actors, directors, stuff like that. And you know, um, oh, there's this one movie that like I might put it on a future watch along idea. But there's this one movie, I think it was an Australian one, called Life After Fighting. Some of the most realistic, like, fight choreography I have ever seen. And it amazes me. So I think I might put that on a future watch along idea for you guys. If I were to do more Jet Li stuff, I think the next one I would show you guys is Unleashed or Fearless. Both of which are insanely good ideas. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll figure this out. Because I love doing watch alongs with you guys, and I love chattering during movies, and I love martial arts. So it's kind of a perfect like stream idea, but we'll narrow it. We'll like nail down the details later. It's so funny because speaking of Unleashed, real quick, like one of my first experiences with Bob Hoskins, the actor, was as Mario in the live action Super Mario Brothers movie. So seeing him in Unleashed was a hell of a like flip on his like personality and portrayal and stuff, and that was wild. Yeah, I did do a little bit of the trivia already. There wasn't too much, unfortunately, but it was mostly like, um, oh yeah, you'll see. It was mostly about like the martial arts styles that were shown, one of the like music changes and stuff like that. There wasn't too much to find on the trivia pages, but hopefully on the next movie that I watch, there'll be more of a trivia section after, because I like chatting about that stuff. So, but I think that will do it for us this time. Yeah, I mean, movie's done, trivia's done. Okay, yeah. I don't want to say bye yet, but kind of have to. So, schedule will be published within the next 24 hours, ideally. Um, Next week, what I do know for certain is we're gonna have a midday stream, my time, Pacific Standard, to do the 25 subscriber karaoke milestone stream, because you guys got me there. In fact, we've already shot past that and we're at 30. So we're on our way to the next milestone, which, as you might guess, is 50. No, I'm not gonna do 50 songs when we get to that, but but yeah, sometime next week I am going to definitely do the karaoke stream. I'll probably start it earlier in the day just because 25 songs is a little long. So if I started at my usual time at like 8 PST, it's gonna go a little bit past the acceptable time to be loud. So, um, yeah, we'll do that. I'm pretty sure I'm also gonna do a fighting game at some point next week. So, yeah, look out for the finalized schedule this coming week, or for this coming week by tomorrow. There we go. But yeah, that'll do it for now. Thank you so much for coming by, hanging out, having me in the background. Just chilling. It's it was a really good time. I had a lot of fun hanging out with you guys and watching another movie that I'm nostalgic for. So, thank you all for being here. Thank you for having fun and just making my day a little bit brighter. And I hope I made yours a little bit happier too. I'll see you guys next time. And like I said, schedule will be published tomorrow. As always, make sure to eat well, stay hydrated, get some good rest, and as always, unshrimp yourselves. Take care, everybody. Have a radiant rest of your day. Bye.